Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've recently been searching for some eco-friendly transportation options that I can easily fit in the back of my Tesla. I came across this scooter and I really wanted to share it with you guys. It's something that I've had a lot of fun with, just rolling around the neighborhood with my son, but it also would be an excellent use of commuter transportation after you park your Tesla if you're heading into the office or something like that. Really excited to share it with you guys. Let's get into it. So this is the scooter we're going to be talking about today. I got this scooter from Dobu on Amazon, and so far I'm really impressed with all the build quality and everything that came with the scooter. First off, talking about the unboxing, this scooter came 95% assembled, which is awesome when you get a product like that. You don't have to do a whole bunch of fiddling with parts. It was 95% assembled, easily just picked it up out of the box. All you have to do is really attach the handlebars. Inside here is an actual plug. You plug those two pieces together. Then there's 4 screws that you just attach right here to really secure the handlebar to the kind of main drive column here so you can steer really well. Nice and secure package. I couldn't believe how easy it was to set up and assemble. It already came with a little bit of charge in the battery, so within about 5 minutes, I was up and going on this scooter, which is awesome. It's a lot of fun when you get something like that and you're up and going with it. We're going to get into all the specs of the scooter, but I just kind of want to give you a quick overview of everything that it kind of comes with. So you do get the scooter itself, you get a nice instruction manual, and you get a nice charger, kind of a fast charger for the scooter. Comes with a lot of battery life. I think it's a 7.8 amp hour battery, so it'll get you pretty far. I'm a pretty big dude and it gets me going. Top speed is 19 miles per hour. So that gets me going pretty quick. On the top here, it actually does have a speedometer readout, tells you what mode you're in, lots of cool features like that. For its price, it's a really feature-rich scooter. And if it gets a guy like me going, anyone else smaller than me, it's gonna take off as well. Let's get into some of the specs. I'm gonna go over kind of the tip to tail, and we'll talk all about the scooter. So as we look at the scooter here, let's talk about the specs, and I'll have them here on the screen for you as well. It has a max capacity of 264 pounds, so pretty big people can ride on this scooter if you want to test that. Has a 19 mile per hour top speed and a 21 mile range, which is pretty incredible for the battery size this has. That range is really only in eco mode, so if you're not using the full potential and full power of the scooter, you'll get that range. But if you're using it in sport mode, you'll have a little bit less range, but that's to be expected. It has a 7.8 amp hour battery down here below. Right here is the charging port, or where you charge the battery. So it's got a 7.8 hour amp battery and a 350 watt motor up here in the front wheel. So that's where you're getting your power from. So 350 watts, it gets me going. Again, I'm 6 foot, about 220, and it gets me going up to a pretty good clip, 18, 19 miles per hour on the flats. So it's a pretty impressive scooter for its size and its cost. A couple different other features I want to talk about. The handbrake up here works your rear brake disc down there. You can see that. Also activates your rear tail light. When you squeeze the brake, you get a flashing taillight there, which is super, super cool. There's also a headlight on the front. You can easily turn on when the scooter's powered by just double clicking that headlight. And that's awesome to be able to ride around and just be safe in dawn or dusk situations. So overall, tons of features packed into a little compact package. Looking up here at the controls and the display, we'll talk about them quick. You get a little bell over here on the left, but this also serves as your locking latch. When you fold the scooter down, I'll show you how it locks on the back wheel there through this little handle here. You also get a nice digital display. It shows kilometers per hour or miles per hour. You can change that easily. Your battery life through these bars here. Right now I have 5 bars because I just charged it up. And you'll notice in the middle, it's blinking with a Bluetooth signal. That's right, this is an app-controlled scooter. Very simple. You can kind of download the app through the QR code on the Amazon listing, and it pairs seamlessly to the scooter. It paired right up for me. I'll go over the app in a little bit and all the things you can do, but it's a really nice display. And then your readout of how fast you're going. So that's cool. Over here is the throttle lever. Give this a pull down and you get going. You'll see that it doesn't do anything right now when I'm pushing the button. This is a start to go scooter. So you actually have to give a little bit of momentum first with your kind of pushing off just to get a couple miles per hour. Then you can engage the throttle. So it doesn't start off from a dead stop. You need to have it going 2-3 miles an hour before you engage the throttle before it takes off on you. So I wanted to show you guys the app that this scooter comes with and how easily it was to pair. You'll see the Bluetooth is no longer flashing on the screen here. It's because it was easily founded in the app here. All you had to do was add this scooter to your garage. You click the one button and it's like, do you want to pair with the scooter? It was super, super simple. And this is what the app looks like. You get your actual battery percentage of the scooter, which is nice, how fast you're going, kind of a speedometer. Then you can actually change your modes and control your scooter from the app. If I want to change it to eco mode, right on the app, drive mode, or even into sport mode, you can change it all there. Total time you've been riding, and I think this is an odometer. So since I've had the scooter, I've driven 11.5 miles. So that's actually kind of cool. Easily turn your headlight on from the app here. You have to trust me that it's on. You can see it there, and turn it off. Turn on and off your Bluetooth. Let's see, turn it on and off the scooter with this button. Let's see, you actually want to power off your scooter. Not really, not right now, because I'm showing you guys. And if you click in the settings here, there's actually really cool stuff you can do. Change your miles to kilometers if you want there. Non-zero startup, which I kind of like, but I guess you can change it to zero start. I didn't know that. So now it will probably go when I push the button. Yeah, that's fun. You don't need to have the kickstart anymore. I'm going to leave it on the non-zero start because I don't want to accidentally push that and have it take off on me. Lock and unlock the scooter. And this is something I found too, cruise control. So when I'm out cruising around and it gets up to speed, the scooter will actually beep and say cruise control is enabled, and then you don't have to hold the throttle down the whole time. So that's really nice. When I'm cruising around 15, 16 miles per hour, I don't want to have to hold this down the whole time if I got a nice long stretch, and it enables cruise control. So you can let go and it maintains that speed. If you want to slow down, easily tap the brake or just hit the control again and your cruise control backs off and you'll start slowing down naturally. So actually a pretty intuitive little app. I was actually kind of surprised how well it actually works, but there you go. Folding the scooter is also a piece of cake. There's a little tiny latching lug on the front, which you slide it up, which unleashes the main latch to be able to fold the handlebars down. You usually fold those down and then lock them onto the little lug on the back wheel there using that included little port. Super simple, it's very sturdy when you pick it up and walk away. I'll have no issues carrying this around. The whole scooter weighs around 36 pounds, I believe, so not too bad of a scooter weight. Charging the scooter is also super easy. The included charger will charge the scooter in about 3 or 4 hours depending on how much battery you've used, but it's really simple. There's a charging port down here on the bottom, so all you have to do is take the plug it into the wall, and then plug it into the charging port. The little LED light on the charger will turn from red to green when it's fully charged, and a nice solid red when it's charging, so you know it's working. Now, I said in the beginning that I've wanted something eco-friendly that I could fit in and out of the back of my Tesla, and clearly this scooter fits the bill just fine. Easily fits in the back of the Tesla. It won't fit in the frunk or in the sub-trunk, but that's okay. I can fit other stuff in there. This will easily fit in the back. You don't have to put your seats down or anything crazy. And I just love the aspect of being able to carry this when I need it. Maybe take me and my son's scooter out to the park, to the playground, to a bike trail. Just have a nice time together. It's a really nice option. So what do you guys think? Obviously, I'm a big fan of this scooter. Having something I can throw in the back of my Tesla that's reliable, easy to transport, and eco-friendly for a transportation option, it's really cool. Lots of options for how you could use something like this. We're more on the recreational side. I'm gonna ride around with my son in the neighborhood and have a great time on the bike trails and stuff around my home. That's how I'm gonna use it. But you could easily use something like this for commuting. If you have to park in a downtown office and like ride into work, what an easy way to do that. It's super lightweight, super convenient, has a heck of a range on it. It gets someone my size up and going to 18, 19 miles an hour. So it's a really cool little scooter. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy that I got it. I think we'll have a lot of fun with it over the years to come. If you're interested in picking up something like this, I have a link to it down in the description below. I know it's not specifically a Tesla accessory as we review on this channel, but it's akin to a Tesla accessory, I think. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you're interested in any of the Tesla accessories that I've actually reviewed on the channel, I'll have a clip here of my link tree. It'll be down in the description as well, so make sure you check that out. It has all the products I've reviewed for my Tesla over the years, over the last few months anyway. So just appreciate you guys coming back and checking out the channel and giving me a chance to review something else. I really appreciate you guys. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.